It is the equivalent of a national park right here in our own backyard of Sierra Vista, and they are celebrating the San Pedro this Saturday, April 12th, and that is why we are checking in here today on this episode of Checking In with Jeff Davenport, brought to you by the MORSE Automotive Group, Sierra Vista and Cochise County, backed by MORSE. And don't forget to check out their entire lineup of electric vehicles and hybrid vehicles waiting for you. This is something that is so amazing. You know, spring has sprung when all the trees along the San Pedro River are green. And this is going to be your chance to come down, family activities, free of charge. So much happening here at the San Pedro House on East Highway 90. And there's only one man that we want to talk to today, and that is the president of the Friends of the San Pedro River. It is Ron Stewart. Ron, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, man. It is always great to see you. You have forgotten more about the Sprinka than I will ever know. So let's just start by blowing our minds. What are some facts about the San Pedro Riparian National Conservation Area?
Good job.
Thank you. All right. If I'm getting a good job from him, then that makes me feel special. Let's talk about it.
Some facts about it. Well, the Sprinka was, we call it Sprinka to avoid that, San Pedro River. Set aside in 1988 to preserve the almost unique cottonwood riparian forest along the San Pedro River, which has fostered animals and humans going back thousands of years. Right now, the reason we're doing this celebration right now is because we're in the midst of the bird migrations. They're returning from the tropics, headed back up north where it's warming up. And the San Pedro River, running from south to north as it does, provides support for that migration. Water, food, the riparian forest provides shelter for them. So every year, right now, we get upwards of 250 species of birds migrating along the river. Because it was preserved, protected, this is one of the last riparian cottonwood forests left in Arizona or the Southwest. Most of them have been depleted or dammed or destroyed one way or the other, but this one is intact. It shelters all the birds, also all the animals. We get a confluence in this area of species from the north, south, east, and west. Things like coatis. You probably know what a coati is, but it's funny, a lot of people don't.
That's that exercise you do when you go to the gym. Oh no, that's Pilates. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, well,
I'm sorry.
Close.
Okay.
They're related to raccoons, but they only live along the extreme southern fringe of states. Well, we have them here in the Sprinka. It's an example of species that you see here at their northern extent of their range that you see nowhere else in the U.S. So we have a tremendous diversity of animals here, not just birds, but also mammals, reptiles, fish, butterflies, and then plants as well. So that's what makes it special. One more thing too is the history of this area. The same things that have allowed plants to prosper here over the years have also attracted humans. We have Clovis Paleo-Indian sites here along the river that date back 14,000 years. There may be some that are older than that we're learning about now, but at this point, 14,000 years, people have been using the riparian habitat along the river to support themselves. So tremendous place in terms of history, in terms of nature. Great place to get out and hike, ride your bike, ride your horse, take photographs, fish, hunt. I mean, it's a recreational area, open, like you said, sort of like a national park right next to town. Doesn't get the use it could.
Well, but that's why we're here to talk about this. Now let's go over the Celebrate the San Pedro. What kind of activities are in store for families and people on this Saturday, April 12th?
Well, it starts at 9 o'clock right here at the San Pedro House. It's totally free. We are going to have a series of speakers talking about the river, talking about the history, the archaeology, and the nature that you can experience for yourself along the San Pedro here. So a series of speakers. We have 16 different displays on history and nature that we'll have set up in this area. For kids, we're going to have a crafts station where we're going to have them help us make, I don't know if you've ever seen them, people will paint rocks, put them out in the road to look like a snake.
Yeah.
Some people aren't too happy about
snakes. Well, not about that, but yeah.
But so we're going to have where kids can come and help paint and create snakes that we'll put out in our garden. Helps keep people out of the garden too. It's a snake. and coloring. We're also going to have for them a scavenger hunt along the trails where they're going and they're looking for particular plants or things. They come back and we give them a little prize if they've done a good job on it. So a lot for kids, a lot for families, a lot for people interested in history and nature. We're going to be doing walks down to the river. I'm docent is the main thing I am. I lead walks at Fairbank, the ghost town.
Yeah.
But we have a series of docents, nature docents, history docents, bird watching docents. We'll have all of them here to lead walks, a tour of the house itself. This is an historic structure in its own right.
Yeah.
Leading nature walks down to the river, tours of our xeriscape garden. This is a low water demonstration garden that we have here. So all of that will be going on Saturday.
And how much does it cost?
It costs nothing.
It is absolutely free, or free 99, as they say.
Let me mention one more thing,
Please
too,
do.
which is part of the, so, you know, the timing is because of the arrival of spring and the bird migrations. Well, the whole event starts at 7 a.m. with the, gotta get this right, the big morning birding challenge. We're going to have teams of birders in 5 locations trying to see how many species of birds, and they'll probably come back with 60, 70 species.
That's almost like a scavenger hunt in itself.
It's a scavenger hunt for birders,
Yeah.
actually. So they're going to be at different places along the river looking for species of birds. Anybody can join this, by the way. You don't have to be a birder. You just go to one of these 5 locations, join up with our teams. You do the count, they'll all converge back here at the San Pedro House, and we'll compare notes and see which team won. And they'll get bragging rights for the year.
Oh, that's so much fun.
So yeah, don't forget about that also. Again, you do not have to be a birder. Go to our website. Just do a Google query on, or whatever browser you use, Friends of the San Pedro River. You can find our website. We have an event guide posted on our website, which has all the details about all of this. You know, speakers, when to be where for this bird challenge and so forth. So our website is an important part of this. Friends of the San Pedro River. I should also mention we're at the San Pedro House. And we were just talking before, the cameraman here had never been here before. And that's true for a lot of people. You can go on Google or whatever map app. The San Pedro House is there as an address in those map apps. You can do a query in Google Maps on San Pedro House and it'll pop up with directions for here. It's not hard, 8 miles east of Sierra Vista on Highway 90, but you can get directions as well.
And we'll have information in the post description that will be the link to their event page from their Facebook page. So you can tap that and that'll take you to, and we'll also put their website in the post description as well. It is all part of celebrating the beauty of the San Pedro that will be going on. Oh, hey guys, how are you? People here celebrating every day. That's the good part about this, is they're here celebrating what is our own version, a variation of a national park, literally in our own backyard, and you can celebrate nature, history, birds, fun, family, so much more is waiting for you thanks to the Friends of the San Pedro River this Saturday, April 12th, starting at 9 a.m. for the big festivities. But if you want to be here for the birding, get here a little early at 7 a.m. And Ron, you had some people you wanted to thank?
Yeah, real quickly, Jeff, there's some people that have been very, very helpful in getting all this going, and I do want to thank them. First off, the Legacy Foundation of Southeast Arizona, you probably have heard of them. They provided a donation. That's why this is free. They provided a donation that allowed us to do all this at no charge for anybody. The Bureau of Land Management, you know, we the Friends work with the Bureau of Land Management. They manage this area. Colleen Dingman, who's the manager at the Tucson office, Michael Dixon, Robert Walters, Jody Barker, have all been really, really helpful and supportive as we've gotten this going. Louise, that's actually Louise right there, but
that's great.
Louise Wilkinson, Joanne Roberts, and Renelle Stewart have been our committee who are making all this happen. So we do want to thank them. A lot of people have committed a lot of work.
Well, and it does take a lot of volunteers, and maybe you're interested in being a docent here at the San Pedro House or in this area. This is the man to talk to when you come on down to celebrate the San Pedro.
We're always looking for volunteers.
Yes, always. And that's something that's so important right here. Again, right in our own backyard in Sierra Vista. It's your chance to celebrate the San Pedro. The trees are green. Spring is sprung. And now's your chance to come on out and be a part of the celebration with your family. Get the kids out here for all the kids' activities. It is going to be awesome. This Saturday, April 12th, please do us a favor, share this video around, let everybody know, tag your friends and family that you want to come and celebrate the San Pedro.
Be there.
And be there. Look at you, Ron, getting all into it. I love this. Ron, thanks so much for letting us check in with
Thanks
you.
for coming down.
Always a pleasure to see you. And thank you for watching this episode of Checking In with Jeff Davenport, brought to you by the MORSE Automotive Group, Sierra Vista and Cochise County, backed by MORSE. Be sure to check out their amazing lineup of electric vehicles and hybrid vehicles waiting for you at the MORSE dealerships in Sierra Vista. It is all about nature. It is all about conservancy. It is all about the birds, the butterflies, the fun, the family, the snakes, be careful, and all sorts of fun that's waiting for you this Saturday, April 12th. Celebrate the San Pedro right here in our own backyard off of Highway 90. Check the post description for all the details. And if you get added value on anything we do here on Cool FM Live, leave us a thumbs up, leave us a follow. Thank you for sharing this video. Have a great day, everybody, and we will check in with you again later on. Thanks so much, Ron. Awesome, as always.
Yeah, I saw you.